Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin, and I've come to the conclusion I will not be fighting Windows and Ubuntu to get LXD containers running. I am going to lean into what works, and of the various installs I have, it turns out that 18.04 works well with containers, plays nicely with LXD. And so I am going to WSL unregister the default, the one that gets installed when you do WSL install. So that is going to be, I suppose, you have to type it exactly. This is a twist. So I suppose we do it with a, I have to use enter to do that copy correctly. I have to hit enter. This is not Unified Terminal. And let's see if that does the uninstall. There's no distribution with the supplied name, so we're going to have to guess that it's just Ubuntu on its own. That should certainly not uninstall the 18.04 version, right? So that's unregistered. And so if we list what we've got, it's just the 18.04, which, as you recall from prior videos, supports LXD properly. And we can now test that by doing a, well, you want to get everything out of memory. Even though I unregistered it, it's still probably a good idea to do WSL shutdown. So that shuts down all Linuxes running in the background. And now we go into this one, and for lack of the 20.04, it's almost certainly going to boot to 18.04. LSB release all. And there we have it, 1804, which means we can do LXCLS. And there is our gentle magpie. We do LXCLS one more time. We shrink the screen down a bit, and you can see it's running. And it has an IP, and we can log into it with LXC EXEC against gentle magpie. And command line completion works when you don't have to sudo it, right? And it's going to be the command switch user login as Ubuntu. All right, so there's Ubuntu at gentle magpie, and so it's all pretty much confirmed. Now, some of the things I'm not really happy about are the fact that I have such a terrible host name for my parent Windows system. This isn't bad, but I like these Alice in Wonderland type usernames and host names on my Windows machine. And since I did a restore from factory default, I didn't actually do that. So what I'm going to do is exit out of this, exit out of that. And I believe you can do that through like system information. Certainly you can see your system information, but can you set your system information? Name, there's that name. Can we change it here? Well, that's where it gets listed. And I tend to recall you can do it from directly in Internet Explorer. If you find this PC, you have to be a level above it, so you can click this PC. Is there such a thing as a level above it? Well, maybe right-clicking on it right there. Properties, look at that. Okay, it brings you into settings. I guess that figures these days. Let's see if host name. Oh, there's your host name. There's the host name right now. Rename this PC. Good, rename this PC. Ooh, I've gone through so many. I've gone through Wonderland and Oz and variations of each. I think we are going to go with Diamond Age. Next. All right, you got to restart it. So this becomes a video on how to change your Windows host name, right? So remind me later, exit out of that, and we wrap up this video there. This becomes changing your Windows host name.